I don't even like to speak. I just tell him hi and bye. Slide off automatic, high and die. High and die, high and die. Doing styles on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep a chip in my hair like it's second nature.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bradford's Vikings going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Bridgewater on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Bridgewater now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, 37 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carry for Thomas Rawls. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Rolling to his right. And some room to work. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. Being checked. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Cook, and he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. To throw is Bridgewater. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Seattle set to get the ball here on offense. Let's discuss the running back situation. Eddie Lacy didn't even dress in week 2. Chris Carson, the rookie out of Oklahoma State, he's kind of stolen the show there, hasn't he?
Yeah, they got on him late in the draft process. Pete Carroll saw him on tape, really liked him. They took him in the 7th round. Don't forget Thomas Rawls. Had that terrific season a couple of years ago. Been battling injuries since then, coming back from an ankle injury. He only had, what, 4 yards in the last ball game?
Just 5 carries.
Yeah, so, you know, Chris Carson now carrying the load for Seattle at present time. We'll see what they do moving forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. On 2nd down, Rawls. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15. Yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be second down. They run, Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw, Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
180.
From the gun, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That was second down run for Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice spin into some open field. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins away. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carry for Thomas Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 55 yards out. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.